Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about some things that I do to help my hair be as moisturized as possible, being that I am low porosity. So I have picked up a couple of tips and tricks along the way to help me keep my hair moisturized. And I found a couple of products along the way that help me keep my hair moisturized. So I'm gonna talk about those products right now. So when it comes to keeping my hair moisturized, I have a couple of things that I look for inside my products. I look for products that are sulfate free and silicone free. Those are the two things that I'm personally focused on right now: sulfates, silicones. So when it comes to shampoos, a lot of people hear sulfate free shampoo, sulfate free conditioner, and they're wondering, what are sulfates and why are sulfates so bad for my hair? Well, let me tell you, sulfates are just detergents. I'll put it that way, detergents. They're things that make your product super soapy, super bubbly, super, just give you that appearance of being super clean, when in all actuality, those sulfates are just stripping your hair of every ounce of moisture that you have in your hair, that your hair is naturally producing. So when it comes to having low porosity hair, you want to rock with as much moisture as you can. Even if you don't have low porosity hair, you want to rock with as much moisture as you can to keep your hair moisturized. And you want to use products that are going to moisturize your hair, not strip your hair of its natural oils. So products with sulfates in it, they're going to strip your hair. So when it comes to shampoo, I do sulfate free. So the current shampoo that I am using that is sulfate free is the Mizani True Textures Moisture Replenish Shampoo. And it is sulfate free. And I love it. It is a creamy texture to it. When I'm washing my hair doesn't feel overly stripped. It doesn't feel overly dry. It still feels clean. It smells good. And I am just about out of this product. So I picked this product up at TJ Maxx, which I pick a lot of my products up at TJ Maxx. It was, compared at $16, but I got it for $7.99. Great deal. I know. So the other thing that I focus on with having low porosity hair with my products are silicones. Silicones and we don't vibe well together. So basically, if you have no idea what a silicone is, Bianca Renee today, okay? She did an entire video with Curly Penny about silicones. That's where I learned about silicones. I heard a few other YouTubers talk about silicones, but not really in depth like she talked about silicones. So I'm going to give you a quick spiel on silicones. Silicones coat your hair, okay? They cover it up. They hide it. They block it from every ounce of moisture that you could possibly receive from any products that you use. So silicones coat the hair. We don't want anything to coat our hair. We want our hair to be moisturized, but also be moisturized to the point where it could receive other products. So every product that has silicones in it is no bueno, okay? No bueno, muchacho, for low porosity hair. So with that being said, you're like, well, what products have silicones in them? Well, some shampoos have silicones in them, but majority of the time you're gonna find silicones in your conditioning products or your moisturizing styling products. Those are gonna be the ones that have silicones in them. And I've noticed that the products that have silicones in them that are moisturizing, they provide a lot of slip. Slip is something that helps you when it comes to detangling your hair. Now, it's beneficial to have slip in your conditioning products because, like I said, it helps you through the detangling process so you're not ripping through your hair. But if you do have a conditioner that you absolutely love, that you found that's silicone free, but it's a little bit on the thicker side, here's a tip to help you get that product work through your hair. Make sure your hair is soaking wet when you apply that conditioner. When you're styling your hair in general and you have low porosity hair, your hair needs to be soaking wet at all times. It just helps that product take better to your hair. I don't know. I'm not Bill Nye. I don't know the science, okay? I just know the experience. It helps the product take better to your hair, okay? if your hair happens to not be soaking wet at the time, say your hair has dried up a little bit, what you can do if the product is super thick and you love that conditioner, you can add a little bit of water to your hands after you put the conditioner in there. So plop that conditioner in there, put some water in your hands, then move it about, and then work it through your hair. Okay? And that leads me to tip number 3. Work your products in. If you have low porosity hair, you have to work your products in. You just can't slap it on there and keep it pushing. Nah, girl. That ain't for us low porosities, okay? That's for them highs. We on that low, okay? You have to massage that product in. You see that? Massage that product in, okay? Massaging that product in. You're going to work it into that hair shaft. You're going to get it all smooth, all covered, nice and ready and willing to be accepted, okay? And that leads me to tip number 3, acceptance of your products. So you're like, what does that mean, acceptance of your products? You want your hair to accept your products. If you're paying money and spending all this time making sure your hair wet, adding water to the product, massaging it in, you gonna want that product to do something for your hair, right? But if you have low porosity, that product will turn on you in a heartbeat if you don't do this step that I'm about to mention. Tip number 4. Maybe it's tip number 3. I can't remember. Deep condition with heat. Heat is going to be your best friend, okay? Your BFF. Your friend who won't betray you. Your friend who will ride or die with you, okay? Deep condition with heat. Deep conditioning with heat is basically going to open up your hair shaft, okay? It's going to open it up and allow that product to get on in there and do its intended purpose. It's going to take your deep conditioner and amplify it times 10, okay? Who doesn't love times 10? Like, everyone loves times 10. Like, my money times 10. Way hotter times 10. You know what I mean? Like, your outfit is fire times 10, you know? Even better. Moving on. So deep condition with heat, great way to get that moisture inside of your hair. So when it comes to my deep conditioner that I'm using right now, this is deep conditioner that works so well with heat. And it even tells you on the instructions that you can leave it on for 5 minutes. Okay, you know, get you a nice little cute conditioner with 5 minutes, okay, if you're low porosity. If you're not low porosity, excuse me. No, lies I tell. Or it says that you can, for a deep, see, it's called a deep. There you go. Deep penetrating. Those are words that low porosity girls want to hear. Deep and penetrating, okay? Treatment. Cover your hair with a plastic cap, okay? Apply moderate heat to your head for up to 30 minutes. So when I say apply moderate heat to your head or deep condition with heat, you can either deep condition with a type of deep conditioning bonnet that is placed in the microwave for you to like warm up for a little bit, plop it on your head, and some kind of way that bonnet retains the heat and it's causing a steaming effect up under in that plastic cap. Or sit up under a hooded dryer. Lord Jesus, couldn't get that out. Sit up under a hooded dryer for about 10 to 15 minutes minimum, or like I said, up to 30 minutes with heat. Or if you don't have any of that, you can do a steamer. So sitting up under a hooded dryer, you're creating steam up on that plastic cap. But if you have a steamer, you don't need a plastic cap. Put your product through, work it through, turn the steamer on, let it do it. Let it do the job. Jesus, I can't talk. I filmed this like 5 times already. Anyways, so deep conditioning with heat is going to be absolutely key when you have low porosity hair. Next, okay, we're getting into the styling process of your hair. So I am on the wash and go side of being natural. I'm a wash and go kind of girl. I like a wash and go. So when it comes to low porosity hair, I try not to use a lot of products when it comes to my styling. And I try to use products that are on the lighter side. Now, when I'm talking about products on the lighter side, I'm talking about products on the lighter side in consistency. Something that is a little bit of a milk or a jelly type of, product that's styling. Something that's not a thick, heavy cream I tend to like. But I am a product junkie and I do like to experiment. So with that being the case, there are things that you can do to make those thicker products work for your low porosity hair. So for example, this is the new Carol's Daughter Cocoa Cream. Okay, this is a coil enhancing butter. As it says right here, a butter. A butter implies a thicker texture or consistency. It's not going nowhere. Okay, it's a pretty thick product. So with this product being thicker, I use less of it. Okay, with it being thicker like this, a little bit of it goes a long way. So let's see. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go boop. I'll do a little bit more. Okay, so that's how much I have on my finger. Okay, and we're talking about a moderate size section that I will be working with. So if I put this in my hand and I'm moving around, you can't really see it on my hands because I didn't use a lot of it. But it's a thicker, creamier product, so I will be able to work it through my hair and still get the moisturizing benefits from it without being too much product. Another thing that you can do is the same tip that I said with the conditioner. Add a little bit of water to it. Dilute it a little bit more to make it work for your low porosity hair. And also, if you have fine hair, you can't use products that are super heavy like this butter. So adding some water to this can dilute it and make it work for your finer strands. Another product that I love that is a leave-in styler is the Jane Carter Creamy Leave-In Styling Smoother. So these titles on these boxes, they tell you what type of product is going to be inside the pump. It's going to be something creamy. So whenever I pump this into my hand, this is very creamy. Okay? A creamy consistency. It's a lighter, it feels very lotiony. This feels more like Jergens lotion. This feels more like that thick white Nivea lotion, okay? So something lighter like this. And then I'm just gonna, we're just gonna put this in here, honey, because scrunch it in. We don't waste product around here, okay? Product is expensive and I wanna look cute on a budget. Ballin'. So products that are lighter in consistency are going to help when it comes to the styling process, because you're not going to be putting so many heavy products on your hair, building layer upon layer upon layer upon layer, therefore creating product buildup, which someone with low porosity, you just don't want. Another thing that you can look for in your products is something that is going to be a humectant. So a lot of the Camille Rose products, they have honey in them. Honey is a natural humectant. A humectant is something that's going to draw moisture from the air around you and draw it into, your hair, pretty much. So a lot of their products have honey as a base product in them. A lot of Mael Organics products have honey in them as well. I think it's the pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner. Love that stuff. That's one of the products that I go repurchase. That has honey in it. It's a humectant. It'll draw moisture to your hair. So there are a lot of things that you can do to draw moisture to your hair when you have low porosity. There are a lot of tips and tricks and things that you can do to make products work for you when you have low porosity. But my number one tip, or my top tips for low porosity girls are: make sure you're staying away from make sure you're staying away from sulfate shampoos. Go sulfate free. Stay away from silicones. They're gonna put a coating on your hair, which is, like I said, no bueno muchacho, okay? And then stay with lighter products. So if you're maybe layering a couple different products on your hair, they're all gonna be on the lighter side, which is not gonna cause too much buildup on your hair, which is still gonna allow moisture to be put into your hair. And then products that have humectants in them, like honey. Honey is a humectant. It's gonna draw moisture to your hair and ultimately give you what you're looking for: poppin', moisturized curls. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, thumbs it up, like it, subscribe it, share it, do all those wonderful things to help my video reach other people so they can educate themselves. All right, have a good day. Bye, guys.